Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the fall edition of the Hurricane Watch. This is Dr. Ted Caleris, superintendent for the Brooklyn City Schools. Today I have our varsity boys soccer team, our head coach, John Grigson, and we're going to talk a little bit about all things soccer today. We have three outstanding seniors here today, Jaden, Youssef, and Angel. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you're going to be doing maybe next year after you graduate. Go ahead.
I'm a senior, so I'm graduating this year. I'm going to Cleveland State, I think, for cardiology. So I still got a lot of school ahead of me, almost 10 years of school. So
You sure do. I'd say I'm a Viking grad, so good
A lot of
schools. That's great. Great job.
My name is Angel. I've been playing soccer all my life, and my plans after high school are to become an HVAC technician.
Outstanding.
I'm Jaden. I'm also a senior. This is my fourth year playing, and my plans are to just get out in the field and start working as soon as possible.
Good. Guys, tell me a little bit about the team and how many kids we have on the team. Seniors, tell me a little bit about the team. Anybody?
I think this is like one of our years where we've had like the biggest numbers. We're looking at this morning we had a conditioning 18, 17 guys, which is really good for this program. Like compared to the last couple of years, this is like the most we've had for like a while. We a lot of improvement ever since like the start. Even like last year, we've had a lot of kids coming out, so like showing like they want to try as hard as they can to have a good season. A lot of work, like we're conditioning every day, every morning, every weekday, ever since August started, and it's showing like people are showing up 6 a.m. in the morning because of coach. Because making us wake up early, but it's really good to see how much support we have.
Angel, tell me a little bit about your path and how long you've been playing soccer, and then tell me some of the team's biggest goals for the upcoming season.
So I've been playing soccer all my life. As a kid, they had me in striker, always scoring the goals, and I always looked up to my high school coaches. So that's my plan, to come back and coach. But my goals for the season are just to kind of bring the team together in and out of soccer, which is why we plan so many team bondings, because like it's important for us to bond outside of just soccer to kind of get that community, and I just think it's important that we learn to communicate on and off the field.
Outstanding. Jaden, tell me a little bit about some of the areas that you guys focus on during practice. Like, what do you really work? Like, you got a lot of young guys. Like, tell me kind of the makeup of your team.
I think just what we really focus on is just communication and just stick to the basics. There's nothing better than playing a simple, good brand of soccer. We try to play not dirty, play as hard as we can, and show them that we represent our school and our community.
Outstanding. Coach Grigson, I'm going to turn this one to you. So this is year 2 as head coach of our Hurricane Varsity Soccer. Tell me about your journey and tell me about, how you feel going into year 2.
Yeah, year 2's definitely started off on a good note. It's been an exciting year so far. As the boys mentioned, our numbers are looking really good. We have we got a few kids on vacation, so that's why we only had 18 this morning, but our roster is looking to be about 24 to 25 players, I should say. So like right on the cusp of a JV program, which is, never a bad problem when you have boys that want to come out and learn the sport and continue to grow in the sport. I think, they also really focused on talking about the community we're trying to build. I think we pride ourselves in really building each other up, both players and me and my assistant coach, Chad. And I think that, the word's gotten out that, the soccer program and the soccer team is a place where anybody's able to come and learn the game and really feel included. So I hope to see the numbers continue to grow. So year 2 is looking really, really positive. And like they said, they've got great team bonding to do. We have, I think our team dinners last year and our film sessions where we've just been able to kind of sit in my classroom and just kind of dissect what our games look like, made it a really great year and last year as well. So we just hope to continue to grow.
Outstanding. Guys, tell me a little bit about the makeup of the team. Like, who do you think in your mind is going to be kind of the key to your success? And do you have any young guys coming up that you think as you guys kind of go through the season, you're seniors, right? This is your last year, and who's gonna take that leadership role as we kind of develop and go through the year?
I think because we already have like idea of like who's gonna be our captains for next year. Like Angel's brother Jaden and John Benjamin's our goalie. They're really big. They're like really big leadership like players that we see that can really take a leadership role. Like if we're missing one of the captains, they'll be able to step in and communicate on the field. I know Ben's very vocal, but in the goalie, because that's the biggest thing you need as a goalie, to be vocal, talk to your defense, being able to communicate with your back line so there's no miscommunication there.
Jaden, Angel, anything?
Yeah, a lot of those younger junior guys, they definitely know when to step in and when to help out the team because they do have a better influence on the younger guys compared to us because they're closer to them. But that also comes in like the next year freshmen or this year's freshmen actually, they're also working as hard as they can, where they're showing up at 6 a.m., 8 a.m., but they're always putting in the work.
And I'm assuming you're sitting here because you're team leaders on the team. Like, what are some of like your expectations of the guys in terms of behavior, academics, just how they carry themselves on the field? How do you guys lead the soccer team?
We definitely try to rub off on the other players. For example, on the field, like communication, we try to communicate and we try to encourage them. And we do that off the field with grades. We do it with behavior. Anytime someone has any type of foul language, we correct them, not in a punishing way, but kind of like bringing them up. You know, you should want to do better for yourself. And I just think rubbing off on the other players is important for us.
Coach, go back to you. Any team traditions that have kind of taken hold over the last couple of years that you see kind of being part of your program moving forward?
Yeah, so definitely this last year we tried to do quite a few team bonding trips and outings where the team themselves kind of do things outside of where the coaches are. So like the coaches aren't involved. This is seniors. These are captains that are like, okay, guys, hey, it's important for us to get out and enjoy each other's companies outside of the game. They went to Cedar Point earlier in the summer, the boys, and they had they were sending me pictures through Remind, and it was great to see just the camaraderie that I saw. And like they have a zoo trip planned today, and one of them has a pool, so they're all going swimming. So, they really do enjoy being with each other. Our morning conditionings on Fridays of morning conditionings, we do a yoga. So the boys will bring towels or mats, and like we get out on the big buzzsaw bee on the field. And
How about that field, guys?
oh, it's nice.
There you go.
It's really nice, and they stretch out there, and I mean they really enjoy that. This year they brought somebody brought a speaker, and they found some like instrumental Minecraft music. Like they really got into it. So, and like I said earlier, just like the team dinners, parents get involved then too, and they get to kind of buy into what we're building because they see how much fun these boys have together off the field. And it's just traditions like that where like these boys came to me when I took this coaching job, and they're like, okay, coach, like this is what we're lacking. And it was these three that were really vocal about that, as well as sophomores turning into juniors. This is what we're lacking. This is what we want to see. And I think, myself and also working with them has been able to kind of build, invested time into the program where these boys feel seen and, they feel like they're getting the attention and recognition they deserve.
All right, let's talk about the season. That's why we're here. Tell me what you think of the season. Any games that kind of stand out that you're really looking forward to, or like really not looking forward to? Tell me about the schedule. Tell me about the season.
So this season, we definitely have worked on communication, working the ball around, kind of, working on making triangles anytime we can. The games we're looking forward to are Independence and Beechwood. Beechwood has always been a difficult enemy to beat, but we're looking forward to the struggle. Independence we beat last year, so we're definitely looking forward to, showing them who we are again.
Jay, what do you think?
I think there's no team we're really afraid to face. We just want to see improvement from last year and see what we could do this year.
Yes, sir. Right, Yusuf?
I know this year we had 2 scrimmages, but we've already had 2 scrimmages, and it was good. It was very close games, and they were very good schools. So I'm looking at like really good competition. That's the biggest thing for me. Instead of just winning games, as long as we compete every game, I'll be happy every game. As long as we're not like being burnt out and we're not trying as hard as we can every game, then I'll be happy with the team.
Angel, what do you think? Any predictions? Win, loss? Come on, guys. What are you thinking?
Like the record?
Yeah, your record. What do you think?
I think at least a winning record this
Looking at
year.
Winning record?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
16-0.
16. Oh, I love it. There you go. Yusuf, what do you think? Winning record, 16-0?
10-0 against Independence.
There you go. That's right.
I know, coach.
All right, last thing I want to throw to you guys, like what, as you know, first of all, thank you for being here. You guys did an outstanding job. I'm looking forward to coming seeing you guys play this year. Any message to your classmates, to families, to the Brooklyn community as you begin your senior season of varsity soccer?
I think a big thing we try to do is just form good young men, because I mean, soccer and high school sports go so much further than just school and sports. I mean, you grow up playing that sport, and who knows where it'll take you in the future. Then going into senior year, I think a lot of the time, I always thought there was so much time left, but now I'm entering my senior year, and who knows where that'll take me.
That's great.
Show up to the games. That's my message for everybody. We're gonna do really good this season, so a lot of support from the fans. That's gonna be the biggest thing for us. Seeing those stands
Great
crowded.
message. Angel?
Community is important.
That's right. It sure is. Coach?
Yeah, no, I think they all hit it straight on there. I think that these boys, they've really worked hard this year, and they are really eager to get our stadium packed for us. Like they said, like we are showing more ball creation, and we're showing more discipline on the field, and I think that'll show for any that come out to the game. So I know that these boys love being Brooklyn students. And they love their community that they've been a part of their whole lives, and they want to make the community proud.
All right, and you heard it here, undefeated from Angel himself, undefeated state champs, Brooklyn Hurricanes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Good luck. Have a great season. I look forward to seeing you. This has been our fall preview of our varsity boys soccer. Have a great day.